Alright, basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to rip these two boxes one at a time. And then after that, I'll post all the break hits in my channel. And then I'll randomize the draft order. We're just going to randomize it 1 through 16. Um, Also, bear with me. I've been really sick with a mystery virus. I've been in and out of the doctor, and I'm seeing a specialist Thursday. I haven't been able to do much. My doctor, it's not COVID, it's not influenza, they don't think, even though my kid had influenza before me. They're not real sure what it is, but it's been having a really bad effect on me. I It sounds weird, and my doctor thinks that I'm gonna be just fine. But just to give everybody a heads up, I probably won't be around much in the server for a few days. Um, I've completely lost my hearing in my right ear, so we're hoping that I get that back. Obviously, um, forgive me if I get a little bit emotional about it because it's been a rough week. It's been about 7 days I've been dealing with this, and um, I will say, outside of my hearing, I've been getting better overall. I have a little bit more energy, a little bit more appetite. I've been on a antibiotic, um, but also I haven't been able to move my right arm very well. My shoulder is all kind of like just locked up and tight, and I just been in rough shape. But I feel a little better today. My shoulder is a lot better today than it was yesterday, so it's a day by day thing. But at this point, it's just the ear thing. Um, yeah, Kevin, they floated RSV as well. I've had RSV before, and it's never been anything like this. Um, yeah, that's probably, I mean, I'm torn between influenza and RSV myself just because my kid had influenza. I find it hard to believe that I would get sick on the heels of him having that and it not be influenza. So, anyways, um, appreciate that, Joe. Um, yeah. So enough of my sob story, but obviously I'll keep you all updated on what's going on um, going forward. But anyways, now is not the time for the sob story. Now is the time for some fun. I've been looking forward to this. I'm enough on my feet today that I think I can go ahead and rip these open, and I'm excited to see what's in them. I'm gonna set one box aside for now. All right, and like I said, I'm gonna rip the boxes one at a time. Um, I'll post the break hits, and then after that, I'll randomize the draft order 1 through 16. So good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun. Kind of excited to see if we get another rock. That was kind of the joke last time, but it turned out that the rock was fairly valuable. Um, and somebody had floated that on the back of that rock card, the sticker had been placed over the context. Um, which would have explained what the rock had to do with. Oh, I forget who it was. Wild Bill. So looking right now, I can see that we don't have any of those big purple packs like we had in our first box, at least in this box. So there are no fat relics in this one. But that doesn't mean we won't get something good. Last time, obviously, we had a handwritten relic from Abe Lincoln, which was really awesome. Um, so yeah, let's just see what we get. let's just see what we get. We'll start with here pack number 1. This one's a little bit hard to rip here. Oh, it's giving me fits. There it goes. Alright, let's see what we get here. Authentic relic of Alexander Hamilton. There's a little damage on the corner. There we go. Alexander Hamilton. Typewritten relic. Alright, pack 2. There we go. This is a really good one. Here we go. Authentic relic of Ben Franklin. This one's not damaged, so that's good. It looks like it's handwritten as well. It's very aged. Yeah, this is a handwritten relic. Aged relic. You can see like the top of maybe a number 18 right here. Kind of bummed about that Hamilton. But this one's really good. There we go. We'll get that one up right here. That's a contender for top pick right there. Feel the card in there. Alright, Martin Luther King Jr., authentic relic, typewritten, looks like a piece of newspaper. Alright, pack number 4. Henry Ford. Piece of money. Piece of money on that one. Says on the bottom, Colombian Banknote Company. That's kind of neat. I'll set that one up. Here's one of the canvas cards. Thomas Jefferson stamp. Stamp on our past. It's a 1-cent stamp. That'll be an early one. Hard to say when it's from. This is from the 2018 The Bar Pieces of the Past Antiquity Edition. The nice thing about these canvas cards is they're really sturdy. They're thicker, and I like the stamps. Those are super neat. All right, we have 3 more in our first box here. All right, what do we have here? James Watt. James Watt, authentic typewritten relic of some sort. Looks really aged. Trying to move my reflection out of the way. I feel like you guys are always looking at my head. Has a date on it, March 13th. Too bad it doesn't have the year. Alright, there's a good one. That's a really, there we go. Let's go. George Washington, Abe Lincoln. That's a really old looking relic there for Washington.
Who are they?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
I said, who are they?
Oh yeah, who are they? Sorry, I'm deaf in my right ear, man. um, the Lincoln is handwritten. The Washington is really old. I don't know if that says something about the Boston Tea Party or what. It's something to do with tea. I don't know. It's the one bad thing about this product is there's just not context. But that is very cool card right there. Happy with that. Really happy with this first box for sure. Other than that, Jefferson. That first Jefferson we pulled with the corners kind of folded over. Alright, last pack of the first box. Thomas Edison. It's an interesting relic. It looks old. I bet this says Thomas Edison in this blank box somewhere on a different relic. Because it says here, is the owner. So somebody's got a really nice one out there of Edison. There we go. That's a pretty good start overall. I'll show that. That Alexander Hamilton. Excuse me, it wasn't Thomas Jefferson. It was Hamilton. You see the corner right there kind of folded. Other than that, that first box was really, really good. All right, box two. And just like the first box, there are no fat packs. So no rocks this time. No rocks, no teeth. Alright, let's see what we get. Obviously doesn't mean what we get's gonna be bad. How about some Donald Trump? Congratulations on your Donald Trump Pieces of the Past Mementos edition. There you go, Donald Trump. It's thick. Next up, we have Chief Joseph, typewritten. It's obviously hard to date these relics, but handwritten is always better than typewritten. I mean, we have a handwritten Abe Lincoln and a handwritten Ben Franklin sitting before us already here, so here's Dwight Eisenhower, another typewritten relic. So far this box not as good as the first one. That's a much better one. There we go. Alfred Nobel, handwritten. That's a good one. See, I wish like on the back they would put like a year or a date range. And I don't know who Alfred Nobel is, but I wonder if he's who the Nobel Prize is named after.
That's correct, Paul.
Thank you very much for verifying that. So that makes that relic card even cooler. Trying to make room on my desk here.
He got the first Nobel Prize. He started that whole thing when he created dynamite.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for the input on that. That's awesome.
Blowing things up has to do with peace.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, next up. This one is Butch Cassidy. That is a banknote of Butch Cassidy. And it has the stamp of the bank there. It's very, very light, but you can see it. It says bank in purple ink. It also has like a dirt smudge on it. Ohio. I'm wondering if it says like Ohio National Bank or something like that. I like that. That's cool. No room on the desk. Some of these are a pain. There it goes. All right. And we have Gutenberg. Johann Gutenberg. Handwritten. That's really old. The ink is all faded. I can only guess what years that might be from. That looks super old. Man, these are cool. Cornelius Vanderbilt. Typewritten. This looks to be not like a newspaper or something, but maybe something that Vanderbilt himself typed. Of course, don't quote me on that, but it could be from a book or something as well. There's no context for that at all. All right, last one. Last one. John Adams. Authentic relic of some sort with no writing on it whatsoever. But the paper looks super old. I just want to... Yeah. Can't say what that paper's from at all. Can't say if it's from 200 years ago or 20 years ago. All right. Um, obviously, I encourage everyone to. I'm going to run through these in a minute here too, just to do a small recap. But I encourage everybody to research these cards. Research the value of any of these cards on eBay, if at all possible. Or also research the people themselves, like this Johann Gutenberg, for example. If it's me, if I'm the one drafting, and I'm looking at cards and it's my turn and this one's available, I'm obviously going to want to check eBay and see what the value of that might be. But also, I'm just going to look at him and see if I can kind of pinpoint a date range for how old that relic might be. Um, but, I obviously assume all of you are going to do that anyway, but, just as a heads up. Uh, so, anyway, we got a John Adams relic with nothing on it, which is, to me, makes that kind of interesting. Some typewritten stuff from Cornelius Vanderbilt, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Again, any of this typewritten stuff could be from newspapers, manuscripts, letters, documents, land grants, presidential documents, books, tickets, and others. So there's no telling what they're from. That's Chief Joseph, Donald Trump. It does say, I think this might say of the United States of America here. So it's a presidential document of some sort for Trump. Alexander Hamilton, one of the older looking relics that we have. Too bad it's not in great shape. It's just that corner and even the sleeve. And then typewritten from Thomas Edison and typewritten from Martin Luther King Jr. That looks like a newspaper to me. All right, and then we'll come down the line. We have Butch Cassidy, looks like a banknote for Ohio National Bank, if I'm guessing. I don't even know if that exists, but that says Ohio, and I'm assuming this says National, so it's just hard to say. One thing I do like about this is it has the actual stamp from the bank on it, and it has a dirt smudge on it. I like the aged stuff like that. We have the stamp, Thomas Jefferson stamp on the canvas card. The 1 cent stamp, pretty cool. Moving back here. Very cool one here. Henry Ford banknote. Columbian Banknote Company. James Watt. Really old, typewritten of some sort. It says 22 casks of blank March 13th. Pretty cool. Now moving into our really, really cool stuff. We have the father of the Nobel Peace Prize with some handwritten document here, Alfred Nobel. We have this Johann Gutenberg handwritten document of some sort. Very faded ink. Very cool to see that old handwriting like that. We have our George Washington typewritten, very old document, typewritten document of some sort here, as well as this Abe Lincoln handwritten relic. And then finally, got the blue background on there. It's pretty cool looking. Authentic relic of Ben Franklin. There is some handwriting on there. This document is very faded, almost looks coffee stained or something to me. That'll look, I mean, it looks way better in person than it does on the camera, I can guarantee you that. But that's it right there. So I'll post these up, and then we'll randomize the draft order and get started. Thanks everybody. Thanks those of you who pitched in and helped me out with some of the historical facts there. Looking forward to seeing who you all draft.